We have Health Officer Kristen Pluta, along with the Director of the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Initiative, Jasmine Isaac, and one of the students who has been in the program, Summer Dates. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Kristen, Jasmine, and Summer. Nice to have you with us today. So first, we probably should find out what the TPPI is, Teen Pregnancy Prevention Initiative, and how it all started here in Jackson.
Definitely. Well, it's definitely a mouthful to say. So the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Initiative actually began in 2006. Through a generous grant from the United Way, we were able to kind of initiate and establish this initiative. And from there, it just began to grow. We've had the opportunity to have a community committee and also a teen council. And in 2011, we started the teen outreach program through a generous grant from the federal government. And that is one of our most proud things that we do from TPPI.
And really, as we look at overall health issues in Jackson County, Kristen, infant health and maternal safety, teenage pregnancy, we have some issues.
Yeah, we do, and we have a big scope of our work at the health department that is being focused on those issues, and it's starting with, and it's great to get in at the ground level with not only the teen pregnancy prevention, but we have an early youth today that focuses on 5th through 8th grade.
Yes.
And then they go into the teen pregnancy programming and beyond, so.
And it's not just grown-ups telling kids what to not do. There are teens. It requires teens to be,
Exactly.
You got to buy into this, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you get interested in being part of this?
Actually, I had no plan on taking the advanced health class, but I dropped a course and I switched to that class. And I honestly thought it was just going to be a regular health class, but we dug really deep into a lot of things like mental health, pregnancy prevention, STD prevention, and community service. I really enjoyed it.
And you're a senior right now?
Yes.
At?
Jackson High.
Oh, this week you're graduating.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's exciting. So are there a lot of teens that are participating in the program?
As of right now, we do one semester of the advanced health class, and it's just about how many kids are in the class. But I think we had about 20.
Yeah, we had about 20 kids.
20 students in the class.
Right.
And are there boys involved? Because it does take, the boy is involved in this too, isn't he?
Yes, both male and female.
Definitely. So there's always a stigma that, pregnancy and preventing pregnancy starts with us ladies, but it's really a joint effort. So it's so important that we reach not only our male youth, but also our female youth as well.
So what is there like a set of messages, or is it an overall theme, or how do you get, I guess, the message through to this population?
That is the challenge. So actually our program is based from a research-based curriculum called TOP. It stands for the Teen Outreach Program through Wyman curriculum. So through that curriculum, there's a variety of lessons about self-respect, self-esteem, awareness, sexuality, STD and STI prevention, and of course just finding yourself. It's a curriculum built with life skills, kind of a toolkit for our youth. And through a series of semesters and meetings, we're able to give these lessons to kids and just help them grow.
I can picture kids having to take a baby to school and drag a baby around, pretend baby. Does that work? No.
I remember we did that when I was like in high school,
Oh my
middle
God,
school. I don't
yes.
think I actually took that class, but I remember it was a flour sack that was dressed up. And,
Yeah.
But I think when you look at the curriculum and you see what they're doing now, it's much more. You think of teen pregnancy and the prevention, and you think of just say no and all of that kind of stuff. It's much more than just the pregnancy part. It's about building, self-esteem and self-awareness and
Exactly.
and finding yourself and encouraging the kids to find their person, their who they want to be. It's such a challenging time in that middle school, high school years.
Is there a difference? Is there a race component in teenage pregnancy prevention in the initiative? Is the message and is the experience the same for white teenagers and black teenagers?
So in recent years, through the data that we collected through MDHHS and of course, like the federal government, we have seen that surprisingly, it's not just African American youth that are suffering from pregnancy issues. We see kind of a almost equal demographic, with a lot of it being as a result of unstable homes, no caregiver or really trustworthy parent that they can talk to. So a lot of people think of it as a race issue, but it's much more than that. It's a lot deeper than that. So that stable home, somebody to go to, someone to rely on and talk and have those really challenging conversations with is really what kind of targets the pregnancy.
And I think too, you probably remember this when you were in school, me too, is you heard stories from kids who got pregnant and what it did, how it changed their lives. Is that, do you know kids? Do you hear from kids? Do you use kids that have had babies and talk to the members of the initiative?
Currently, since I started the program, we haven't had the opportunity to incorporate that. I'm still trying to dig deep into the community, make those ties, and meet some teen moms that would be willing to come and share their story.
Well, that's good you can't find them.
But what we do know from them is that, generally teen pregnancy, again, a generalization, but teen pregnancy causes lower high school graduation rates, lower socioeconomic statuses as they go through, because it provides a challenge for that mom.
Kids have to drop out of school.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's very sad.
You brought some photos. You guys are involved in things, activities, and we're going to take a look at some of what's happening. What are we looking at?
So as a part of the teen outreach program, the students are required to do about 14 hours of community service. So it's really kind of taking all those life skills that they build and kind of pouring them back into the community to feel pride and also a sense of self. So we had the opportunity to go to Resale Depot. We also did our own community service project and stuffed 1,000 eggs and volunteered with Sharp Park Academy and also the Western Panthers daycare and hosted an egg hunt for the little ones. So that was very fun. And this is the hallmark right here. So this is actually another division of TPPI. We have the top program and we also have the teen council. So here you can see these are my top tier teens. Other things we do at TPPI, we also do kind of education in the community. We had the opportunity to collaborate with the Girl Scouts, teach them about puberty, the importance of knowing how to manage your period, use a pad. So that was very fun, and they gave us free cookies. You can't beat that.
Oh, nice.
And also, our teen council here, we recorded a very awesome project called Teen Talk. And through this, we were able to share some opinions of the teens regarding pregnancy, relationships, and dating.
And did you participate? You were in the video project too, weren't you?
No, I was not.
You were in the
Class.
top
I was in the
class.
class.
In the class. All right.
More community service, partial to girls, sorting formula, diapers, prepping for their monthly giveaways. So we have our hands all around Jackson.
Yeah, one more challenge for new moms, the baby formula shortage.
Yes, right, of course.
And the costs, the prices of being
Yes.
a mom, oh my gosh. Yeah, everything's up. Now, did you learn, are there some things that you've learned? Do you feel better educated
Yes,
going through this program?
Before the top class, I knew some things about teen pregnancy prevention and mental health, but we really talked about over 15 different mental health disorders, and I learned a lot more than I knew before. I came in knowing a little and left out knowing a lot, so I did learn a lot.
And you have to be in the school, you have to do the outreach in the schools too, right?
Yes.
So obviously you're at Jackson High, are you at other schools too?
Yes, we actually have our program at Da Vinci Schools with the 8th grades. We have a program at Western Career Prep. We also have a program at Jackson High, the Pathways Alternative Division of the school. And we had a program for another middle school set at 4th Street earlier this year. So I'm hoping to be able to go back and, of course, write more grants so we can make our program even bigger.
And you've specialized in this even before you got to Jackson. So the grade level that you start with this education and communication is what?
So for my program specifically, we focus on high school.
High school.
Yes.
What, ideally though, at what age or what grade level do do you need to start this
Ah.
conversation?
I think these conversations are necessary at every grade level.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be so extensive, but just planting a seed of conversation, comfort, the ability for children to kind of know that they have someone to talk to as they progress through their school years.
And Summer, there's some byproducts of this program that have nothing to do with teenage pregnancy, like self-esteem. Do you feel better about yourself? Are there some things that you've benefited from being in this program?
Yes, we do journals.
Oh, yeah.
And the journal is not read by the teacher or the administrators, and that was a way for me to even journal some of my feelings with outside of the schoolwork that we do in the journals. So yes, I do feel better myself. It helped me build some of my self-esteem up more than I have and be more confident in myself.
Have you found that other kids want to be involved? Is it hard to recruit kids into this?
Well, this was our first year doing it at a traditional school. Previous years, we've always worked with alternative administrations. So when I came into this job, my thought process was every teen needs this program. So when it comes to our alternative typical, no, we never have a problem. But at Jackson High, this is our first year doing it in collaboration with the advanced health class. So hopefully through word of mouth of our students and the push from our administration, we can have it every semester and not just once.
Nice. Kristen, you're all about data, so you want to be able to have some evidence that this works. It's going to take a few years.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It's a long process. I think our numbers locally and statewide have been high, but the hope is that getting. I mentioned that early. You mentioned what age. Jasmine mentioned every age, and so that we at the health department we have their 5th to 8th grade programming with the Empowering Youth Today. So starting that journey. Even that young in our 5th to 8th grade programs, and then transitioning into the high school. That the hope would be that we will see some trends on the downward path as we go forward.
And the other things you're involved with, just say no, most teens don't. That's part of it too, right?
Yes, correct. So all of those organizations, we all pull together and see how we can really pour into the teens in our community.
So you're done with classes, right? You've got the
Yes.
week free,
Yes.
and then graduation Friday night.
Yes.
Then what? What are you going to do after?
In the fall, I will be going to JCC for 2 years, and then I will be furthering my education at Madonna University after that, and then hopefully get my master's somewhere else. And I will be majoring in social work. I want to be a school counselor.
No kidding. What, is there someone at Jackson High that inspired you?
Actually, from middle school, my school counselors inspired me. But at Jackson High, Miss Raymond and Miss Said, they were really, really, really great. I enjoyed them so much. They're great counselors.
Awesome. Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck and best wishes
Thank you, I appreciate it.
at JC. Now, if other schools or other students, they see, hey, maybe this is something that would be helpful for us, how does the program expand? How do you get into more places?
Well, really, it's just about any school that would have us. We are very flexible. I'm trained in the curriculum. I have another health educator, Maisha Jones. So anywhere we're accepted, we will be.
Awesome. Big part of the outreach the health department has had to put a little bit on hold during this pandemic, too.
Right.
It was, and Jasmine jumped in November. She came to us. We talked off air, coming from North Carolina to come and get everything kind of going again, and back on. I know getting some programming into the end of the semester last year was a challenge for her as she came in November. But now we're on a roll, and she's doing great things, and they're looking for, to keep going in the future. And
Great. Great to have you all here. Thanks for being here.
Thanks
you.
for
Thank
having
you.
us.
You bet. The health officer with Jackson County Health Department, Kristen Pluta, along with the TPPI coordinator, Jasmine Isaac, and one of the teens participating in the program, Summer Dates. Up next here on the